Greetings to Gambians by extension. Greetings to the rest of the continent, wherever you are under the sound of my voice. Today is one of the best moments on the conversation here on Symbians VIP Magazine, VIP TV here in the Republic of the Gambia. And for today's edition of the conversation, we are in a distance conversation with a very strong, should I say, very, very high-profile academician. So matter who has been in the vanguard of education in the Nigerian educational system. He is Dr. Ayeni. In 2018, he was sent by the Nigerian government as an expatriate to help the Gambian government in the area of capacity building. At the UTG, University of the Gambia, he's one of the first few persons that started the MBA program in that very institution in the area of public administration. He's live from Nigeria at the campus of the OAU. Is it Obafemi Awolowo University there in Nigeria? Greetings to you, Dr. Ayeni.
Good evening, my brother. How are you?
I am very okay. How are you faring in Africa's most popular nation, should I say Nigeria?
Well, we are fine, only that we were grieved with a lot of fear of this COVID-19. But thank God, everything's under control now.
Okay, for those of you that are watching us on social media right on our Facebook page, that is on Symbians VIP Magazine, VIP TV, we'll say a very huge salute to you, especially to somebody like Costa Dano Peloteri, live from Botswana in the Southern African nation. Somebody like Nolutando Langa from South Africa, Maite and Lele Zaka, Musa Jamil of Oxford, United Kingdom, Charles Is it of Oxford as well. Should I say Musa Jamil of Manchester, Charles Is it of Oxford, and Jamie Key of Coventry, Silver Grants of all. The same UK, Ida G, and the rest of the people and outside of this continent and our Gambian populace with a very huge salute to you. What can you cleverly tell me, Dr. Ayeni, how is the condition there in Nigeria as far as this COVID-19 is concerned, sir?
Of course, you know that COVID-19 is a global issue. It's a pandemic that it affects almost every continent, every country in the world. And of course, we have to thank God and we have to appreciate the effort of African leaders because initially fear was created. You know, we were told that what happened in European countries was going to be sharply compared to what was going to happen in Africa. But of course, God has been so faithful, and because of the fact that we just came out of this Ebola problem. You know, the capacity was a little bit there. You know, we are very used to, we are now used to strategies that we can actually use to combat something like this.
Okay.
And that actually assisted us in greatly. And of course, you know, most of the countries in Africa, you know, we faced the problem of Ebola not too long. We faced the problem in Senegal, in Nigeria, in East Africa. Okay, and that capacity, okay, was largely there, and that is the reason why the issue of COVID-19 was not as God that we are able to control it, unlike the prediction or the projection that was made from European scholars, and that we are going to experience a very terrible experience. We are going to encounter terrible experience in Africa. But thank God, as it is now in Nigeria, I think everything is under control. Okay, and also in the Gambia, I was made to understand that the government has taken a very drastic position to ensure that this particular pandemic is contained.
Okay.
The same thing in Senegal. Most African countries, we are actually working together. Okay, and I believe that very soon the issue of COVID-19 will become a thing of the past.
Okay, amen. That's beautiful there from our guest, Dr. Ayeni. He is a lecturer of public administration there at the Obafemi Awolowo University in the Ocean State, Nigeria. That's Western Nigeria. Those following us from East Africa, somewhere in Nairobi, Kenya, and Tanzania, like Calvin Amara Swahili will say to you in the Swahili language. Jambo habari yako, komfutanya yozangu nakupenda pia. That is love you so dearly. I say to you, Asante Mansara, when you could see that, thank for supporting us. Those in the Rwanda, in the Ichigwanda language, I say to you, Abagwanda, Napakunda, Moise, to the Liberian people, my own nation, to the dominator tribe there, that's Spera Wuseku Manjuka Koleka, Liberia, Kukli Kukatono, to Freetown, Sierra Leone, to the many speaking people that say, Kawi and Abiyeluve. On the other hand, I say to you, Kai Gorma, to, of course, the Kono speaking people that are very country Freetown, Sierra will say to you, went it to you, to the Aku speaking people will say, when I push it there to you, back in Nigeria, where our guest speaks to us from, to Western Nigerians that are dominantly a Yoruba, like Ikiti State, Kwara State, Ondo, Lagos, Ogun State of our Abeokuta, and the rest of our Yoruba speaking region of the country will say to you, Baonisha, Baolumbo. To those that haven't seen that, someone like Ojo and a Kingsley Akon, I say to you, Otudo Jomenta. To Eastern Nigerians that are predominantly Igbo speaking people will say to you, one name the number, Ikaraka Ijia. Mechuko abiyama, amama mashiama chiyochi media tata ikue mechuko kike. Strengthening all of you wherever you are under the sound of my voice. To the northern part of the country that is dominantly Islamic will say to you, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Of course, in the house, how language will say to you, Sanu Sanu, and I say to you, Sanu Edua. To the Gambian people, the Mandinga was there, the Sukuno Kulu Benya, the Famo Keta will say, Yekano back, that is who love you so dearly much. I say to all of our supporters, Ndinya Lana Dunata, we won't ever forget to the full as we say, Hidejan, Masude, Nalaga, and I say to you, Jam Tan to you all, and I say, Edema Moja Moja, that is love you so dearly much to the wall of Zenangadef, it's a Nakagu big, the Malamuna Fatsi, the Malamusa Fatise Adunabi. Not Nalas small hall be. Bukanala. Talk to all of our supporters and fans. So, French-speaking regions of the continent, should I say French-speaking nations, I say to you, merci, donable support. This is the conversation, a platform that is meant to speak on social, moral, economic, and political issues affecting our one continent and find some of the best ways forward to ameliorating these concerns, should I say, challenges to those in Pietersburg in the South Africa and the KwaZulu-Natal language. I say to you, Sanibunani Mzanzi, Geya Nimbengelela. That I thank for supporting us always. Back to you, Doctor. Sorry for the time because we have to extend our love and support on the Pan-African spirit in terms of greeting to the rest of the continent. That's how far we can go. Quickly, when you say everything is under control in Nigeria during this COVID-19, numerically, what can you say to me that aligns with your response that everything is under control? Numerically, how affected is Nigeria by this virus?
Yes, I said everything is under control because when you compare the cases, active cases, and the number of deaths recorded in Nigeria,
okay,
and considering the population of Nigeria, okay, of course you know that this country is the most populated black nation in the world,
of course,
and when it comes to the issue of literacy and infrastructure, of course you know Nigeria totally are not there. But when you look at the death rate as a result of COVID-19 and compare to what we experience in European countries, compare with what we experience in America, you will agree with me that everything is under control because people are becoming very conscious in Africa, in Nigeria, and to the extent that if you feel somehow, okay, they refer you to go and do tests. Okay. And a lot of people are even submitting themselves to test.
Okay.
They want to do tests, and government is trying. State government in Nigeria are trying to put in place. Almost all the states. Okay, in Nigeria now they have more than 1 or 2 test centers. Okay, and this is a plus. And considering the nature of economy and considering the political nature of Nigeria, you discover that the capacity, okay, was not actually there, but the government is trying to ensure that people that are tested, okay, are taken care of. And I remember a friend of mine was under isolation in one of the states and was well taken care of. In fact, as a matter of fact, they give them good food, they encourage them, and they made them to understand that being positive of COVID-19 is not a death sentence, and people have come to understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, and the stigma is not there. People submit. We have seen a lot of governors in the state, in the various states in Nigeria. They came out to tell the people that they tested positive, and that show it has a lot of implications. The beginning of that is that if a governor of a state can be positive of COVID-19, then everybody can be positive. And if a governor of a state will come out to say that is not a stigma. It's a thing that can happen to anybody.
Okay.
And because majorly most of African countries, the problem we are facing is that they are running away from stigmatization. And when that stigmatization is there, of course, a lot of people that even are positive will not submit themselves to treatment.
Of course.
Okay, but we have gone beyond that in Nigeria. A lot of people are coming out. Of course, we still have some people that don't believe that actually COVID-19 actually exists.
Okay.
Okay, but when we look at the percentage of people that believe that it exists, it has gone beyond that because the government has succeeded in creating that awareness, and people are submitting themselves, and even people that are under isolation are well taken care of.
Okay, that's beautiful, dear. That's a very, very honest, should I say, judicial response to the question posed to you, right? And that is, by the way, I want to take you to the very crucial discussion that is making headlines on the continent currently, especially in the, specifically in West Africa here, most specifically Mali, where the military has seized power in that country from His Excellency Keita in that country. What's your thoughts about it? And the reason for this takeover is responsible to issues like the government's inability to fight terrorism in that country from the Boko Haram group there, and not only the mismanagement of public funds in terms of corruption, and then among other social vices in that country. What's your thoughts on the military takeover in the West African nation of Mali?
Well, for me, coup in Africa is not new. Okay, and the Malian coup for me was the product, was as a result of a failure of democracy. Okay, this is the country's second coup in less than 10 years. And don't forget that they experienced coup in 1968.
Yeah.
They experienced coup also in 1991. Okay. They experienced coup also in 2012. And they experienced another coup in 2020.
Yeah.
My worry, you know, like a sage said in Africa, in Nigeria, that the worst democratic government is better than the best military government.
Okay.
Of course, we have a lot of political foundation that can actually that can establish the reason for military intervention in any part of the world.
Okay.
Okay. We have a lot of theories that can explain that. We have Modistanowic's theory. Okay. They believe that militaries are agents of modernization. Okay, we have a Limasuri theory that believe that when corporate interest of the military is undermined, then they have the right to come to power. We have a lot of theory that explain that. Okay. But for me, the pattern of military insurrection in Mali is worrisome because it's becoming a pattern. Okay. Okay, when people are not disposed to the government of the day, okay, they protest and the military will come in. It happened in 2012. Okay. Right. But my take is that we should allow democracy to grow in Mali. If we don't, this man came to power. Okay. What's the name of the president there?
It's a Keita. Boubacar Keita.
President Boubacar Keita.
Yeah.
Okay. And he was forced to resign. And his government was dissolved, okay, around midnight. This is very unacceptable. Okay, government is a periodic, election is a periodic part of democracy. It is a periodic thing. When you elect a leader, you have the right, okay, to do contrary in the next election. And there's no reasonable person who support military incursion. Because this is the government, military government, is a government that does not respect.
Doctor, not just to inject. When elections are conducted, there is a social contract from the state. Of course, you are familiar with the doctrines of our public administration and international relations, where one of the greatest responsibilities of any government is the security and survival of its citizens. So if this social contract is betrayed or undermined by the government inability to solving these concerns or respecting these moral values, the people that push to the wall. So your response that it is unacceptable for a coup in Mali might just be a huge slap in the face of the inhabitants of that very country, in as much as we do not support coup d'etat. Don't you think so, sir?
It's not peculiar. The security problem is a global problem. There is security in Mali, there's security in Nigeria, there's security in Libya. Okay, there's security in Burkina Faso. Okay, there is security everywhere in Africa. And what we need now is for us to support democracy and support our government, because for me, terrorism is a global thing. It is not even new. Okay, and let me ask you this question: Do you think almost every country in Africa would have not gotten that capacity to limit or to stop guerrilla warfare? What we are experiencing in Africa, in West African country, is unconventional warfare. Okay, and if there's difference between conventional warfare and conventional warfare. Okay, guerrilla, what we are experiencing in Africa is what can be described as guerrilla warfare. It is a thing that does not have rule. They don't play. They don't. It is the word that does not. It doesn't respect any rule of warfare. They can come out here and attack people and go back to the bush.
Yeah, the doctor. That is simply because doctor. This is simply because African leadership, almost in totality, except with the exception of very few nations, have betrayed the struggle. When I say betrayed the struggle, the social contract between the masses and the leadership.
What is social contract?
The social contract is the social contract Yeah.
There's a contract between every democrat. It's not peculiar, okay, to democratic government alone. Okay, even in the military, anyone who is a leader, okay, the position of leadership goes with a lot of responsibility. As a military government, you are to protect the life of people too.
Of course.
What you can say, is that the military government, okay, is not legitimate government.
Okay.
So people know that this particular government is not a product of people.
Okay.
But that does not mean that any government that's in place, okay, also understand that the position you are occupying goes with a lot of responsibility. Right? So the social contract theory is that it's saying that, okay, we are expecting so many things from the leader, and the leadership is expecting a lot of things also from the citizens of the country. Okay? And what is expected from us is for us to be law-abiding. If you are not law-abiding, okay, you are going to truncate the little effort, the little capacity that this government of the day is expected to display. Okay, and if you look at the origin of social contract theory, either by John Locke or by J.J. Rousseau or by Thomas Hobbes, Thomas Hobbes said, "Let us submit. Every citizen should submit all the national right to Leviathan." And what is Leviathan? The government. Okay, and that government should protect them in return. But John Locke said that let all the citizens submit some of their rights to Leviathan, and withhold some. And when you look at the American Constitution, when they read the book written by John Locke, they now say, okay, this is the best system of government. That was the reason why the preamble that surrounds American Constitution says that we hold this truth to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and endowed with certain and equal rights. Among these are right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. To secure this, government is associated among men. And if any government is unable to protect the life of people, okay, so a government should be replaced. Okay, and replacement of a government is to be done democratically.
Okay.
For example, look at what happened in Nigeria. During Jonathan, insurgents, they were in control about so many local governments in northern Nigeria. And because of that, in the inability of the Jonathan government to stop terrorism in Nigeria, okay, in the next election, people voted him out. Today we have Buhari as the president of Nigeria. Yeah. But people have come to understand now that there's no difference between Buhari and Jonathan.
Okay.
And I want to believe that if a credible candidate is not presented next year, people will vote him out too. They will vote his party out. Okay. So what I'm expecting is that in a society where we have democracy, you should allow democracy to grow. Because anybody, see, the altercation between the citizen and the government is a normal thing in democracy.
Okay.
Okay. What we need to put in place is to build a very strong institution. Okay. Okay. That can control the leadership in democratic government. Okay. Okay. In military government, every time they come, you discover that if democratically elected president is an OSA, the military government is a cancer. They are more cancerous than the military, than the civilian government. Okay. Okay, they are worse than the democratically elected government. Okay. So what is expected from Malians is for them to say, okay, this man has so many years to run the government. Yeah. And he has unable to do justice to the issue of security. Yeah. Just like the experience in Burkina Faso, just like the experiences in Libya, just like the experience in Nigeria. But let us wait for another election. Because when you allow military option, okay, anytime you are in crisis, you cannot allow democratic institution to grow in your country. That's my point. I'm not saying that citizens don't have the right to ventilate their anger, but they need to ventilate their anger.
Yes, doctor, I think we are swimming in the same pool right now. Our arguments are not. It's not frictional here because I concord with what you said. Any leadership that is not constitutional must be condemned. That is the reason why we must all condemn the coup that took place in the Mali. But at the same token, that should not undermine the crying, that should not undermine the yearnings and aspirations of the Malian people. It must not undermine the security that is being threatened of the masses in our very country. But coup must be condemned. And I listened to the current president of Guinea-Bissau, he's Omar Sissoko Embalo, when they had a conference call for African leaders. And he says that if we want to condemn coup d'etat, then it has to be condemned in all forms and manner. Which means a third term presidential bid that is unconstitutional must equally be regarded or considered as a coup. And he was referring to someone like Alassane Ouattara of Ivory Coast, who got very irritated. The one from Guinea-Conakry, Alpha Conde, was laughing because it touched him seriously. And Alassane Ouattara got irritated. He says that Omar Sissoko is like his own son. And the man said, no, we are all president of our respective nation. I am not your son. So what morals does it teach the rest of Africa that when it is not constitutional, you must not go for it?
I didn't get your question correctly.
I am saying that the current president of Guinea-Bissau, Omar Sissoko Embalo, His Excellency, they had a conference call on the issue that is taking place in Mali. African leaders were speaking their minds. And he says, if we are taking a position to condemn the coup d'etat here in Mali, then of course, which is correct, then we must understand that any unconstitutional means of having a third term bid for the presidency in your country, it must be considered as a coup in the nation. He was speaking directly to somebody like Alassane Ouattara of Ivory Coast, who has decided to contest for the third term in his country, even though it is unconstitutional. What's your thoughts about that, sir?
For me, I think Alassane Ouattara, has forgotten how he came to power. Yes, because I remember what happened to Gbagbo in 2011. And he has forgotten how the people of Cote d'Ivoire supported his government. Because there was a protest against Gbagbo in 2011.
Of course.
You simply has forgotten that, and now it's coming, and you want to come through the back door to amend the constitution of the country and to allow him to go for third term. This is not acceptable. This is not acceptable.
Yes.
Of course, I know that most of our, what I don't know, he initially told us that he had anointed godson that he wanted to hand over to. And immediately that one died not too long ago. He changed his mind. That he will go for third term. My concern is that in the country they have experienced monumental corruption. And maybe he has something that is hiding that he wants to do that will stand, that will come in and protect his record of corruption. That is my word, because if you look at the man, Ouattara is 78 years old. And he's suddenly changed his mind that he's going to contest October 31st presidential election. And for me, he just wanted to create a necessary crisis in the country. Don't forget that country experienced civil war in 2011.
Of course.
And the civil war claimed about 3,000 lives. And the country is currently divided. Because the eastern part of Cote d'Ivoire never support the
strongly divided on regional lines. Strongly divided, yes.
So I think the problem in Cote d'Ivoire is that they are not learning from history. Because this is a neatness crisis in Cote d'Ivoire. But when you don't know what is going to happen to you after the big government, they become so adamant. Most especially when you have engaged yourself in monumental corruption. People like Ouattara, I think the fear of what is going to happen to him when he leaves the office is the reason why he wants to extend his stay as president of Cote d'Ivoire.
So that's beautiful. That's my guest there, Dr. Ayeni, offering his expertise on the different areas that are affecting our one continent. Like we say, whether you come from Nigeria or Senegal or Guinea, Conakry, Liberia, Gambia, we are all African. So an issue that is affecting Nigerians in Nigeria must remain the responsibility of the rest of the continent. Quickly, when we look at what is happening in Mali, what is happening in Guinea Conakry, we look at the Abidjan, and then it traces us to what your own Chinon Achebe from Eastern Nigeria says, that the falling of dried leaves is a warning to the new ones that one day they will fall too. The military has taken over in Mali. We don't pray for that in Nigeria because 1 out of every 5 Africans is a Nigerian. And Nigeria has been so immensely contributory in the peaceful coexistence of almost the rest of the continent in different areas. Your nation, your government, I stand to be corrected, has failed with the social contracts of the masses. Security is undermined in our country. You have close to 40%, 82 million people live below the poverty line. Even when from the day, it's like corruption has become an inborn tendency in your nation, sorry to say. From the day of Senator Abacha, every fiscal year in his administration, he stole close to 2 to 3% of the GDP of that country. It is still being manifested or replicated into this leadership. And then you have tribal marginalization, religious discrimination, regionalism. The Kaaba, that country has been politically cracked to a very huge extent. Why is it that Nigeria has been so massive, so contributory in a peaceful coexistence, in the stability of the rest of the continent, yet nationally you have failed in your duty as a nation of people to organize yourself collectively? What is missing in the conversation as far as Nigerian politics is concerned, sir?
I have a very contrary opinion from your description of my country.
Okay.
Because yes, it is not as bad as you think. Okay, it's not as bad as you think. But of course, you know, when you look at the population
but doctor, you want to agree with me that 82 million Nigerians are living below $1. The records are there.
Yes.
82 million people, to 40% of the nation's population. Is it a wrong description of Nigeria? No. You will agree with me that corruption is at its zenith in Nigeria. Is it a wrong description? No. You will agree with me that.
I'm coming.
Okay.
If you look at Nigeria as a country,
yeah.
Okay, the description of many people outside Nigeria is not the way it is.
Okay.
In Nigeria, of course, I know that a lot of people are suffering in Nigeria.
Okay.
Okay, we have insecurity in Nigeria. Okay, and we have corruption. We have all those things in Nigeria, and we have weak institutions in Nigeria. I agree with all those things.
Then, doctor, you've accepted my argument, doctor. In that regard, you've accepted my argument, doctor.
No, but what I'm saying here is that it's not as bad as you think.
Okay.
Okay, because when you look at the population of Nigeria, Nigeria is over 200 million now people. Okay. Okay, we have 36 states, including the Federal Capital Territory. We have 774 local governments in Nigeria. Okay. Okay, we have 6 geopolitical zones in Nigeria. We have about more than 300 ethnic groups in Nigeria. Okay, and we have political leaders across geopolitical zones, across ethnic groups. All right, and we have people that are living in squatter areas. Yeah, we have people that are living in splendor areas. Okay. Just like in other part of the world. Okay. Okay. But my worry is that the description, you know, when we describe a nation, okay, that you don't like or people don't like outside the country of Nigeria, people used to hide. They used to hide the negative area of the country. Okay. Okay. We have been to many countries. Yeah. And I know that in America we have a lot of potholes. Yeah. A lot of corruption in America. Yeah. Okay. I know we have a lot of corruption. My thesis was doing a political party finance. Okay. Okay. And because of that, I know. Don't forget that before now we have experienced a lot of political killings in America too. We have experienced a lot of insecurity in America too. Okay. And at a point in time, the economy of America, of Britain, was very terrible until this woman came, Margaret Thatcher. Okay. So we have experienced a lot of terrible movement in European countries. Yeah. All right. So what I'm saying here is that if 2% of Nigerian population,
yeah,
okay, should engage in corruption,
yeah.
is more than the Gambia. It's more than Gambia population.
Doctor, I'm afraid.
It's more than many other countries' population.
Yeah.
So my argument is that I know,
yeah.
but the problem we are facing also in Nigeria,
yeah,
is not that we are bad as a people. It's because, but we have problem of leadership.
Okay. Which remains a continental phenomenon, sir.
Yeah, it's a continental phenomenon.
Yeah.
Right? It's a continental phenomenon, and even it's not even continental phenomenon. It's a global issue.
Okay.
Okay, but when you the difference between us, Africa, okay, Asian tiger, okay, I'm talking about the Asian countries, okay, and even the European countries, is because the European countries and America, okay, they are succeeded in building strong institutions.
Okay.
Okay, that those institutions, they don't allow for corruption, they will checkmate.
Yeah.
For example, look at the program IFIMIS in the Gambia. Okay, look at other programs we have in the, there are many ways you can do things that the institution will be able to superintend the activities of players.
Correct. Correct.
Do you get what I'm talking about?
Perfectly.
So, but when you have a very weak institution, it will make corruption to be very easy for people to engage in corruption.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Now, what I would describe in Nigeria as elite conspiracy against the people.
Okay.
And it's not peculiar to Nigeria. The same thing in the Gambia. I have a lot of instances of corruption in the Gambia. I have a lot of instances of corruption in Cote d'Ivoire. I have instances of corruption in many African countries.
That is why since we are concerned about solving our problems, I describe it as a continental phenomenon, and you accept it, sir.
It's a continental phenomenon.
Yeah.
So now, of course, we have problem in Nigeria, and the problem we have in Nigeria, okay, is we have problem of elite conspiracy.
Yeah.
Because the institution of the political institutions we have in Nigeria and the constitution we have in Nigeria cannot properly superintend, monitor the activities of politicians, and they conspire together against us. When they want to sign for money, when they're in position of authority, they don't see themselves as Yorubas, they don't see themselves as Igbo, they don't see themselves as Hausa or Fulani. They see themselves as a member of political party. Okay, we can only understand, the citizen of Nigeria can only understand what is going on in their country only when there's what we call crisis. When we experience what we call elite fragmentation.
Okay.
So, elite fragmentation.
Yeah. Doctor.
It's a product of crisis.
Yeah. Doctor, I come back to you. In 1994, when the Hutus and the Tutsis were killing themselves in Rwanda, bishops, Pope, priests left the continent, went to Italy to meet the Pope and to have what you call Christianic evangelism on the continent. But then there is a Nigerian, an Igbo reverend that says, those of us that call ourselves Christians, our tribal link is now thicker and stronger than the blood of Jesus Christ. This is manifested today in Nigeria in the tribalism, where northern Nigerians and eastern Nigerians are almost like cats and rats, or should I say chicken and cockroach, on huge tribal lines. What should be done to change that negative narrative in that massive, beautiful country that have been massive in the peaceful coexistence of the rest of the continent?
What we need to solve that problem is good governance.
Okay.
It's good governance. Because I will not bother myself who is going to be the president of Nigeria if I have what I need in my house.
Okay.
I will not bother who is going to be the president of Nigeria, where it's coming from, when there's rule of law.
Okay.
I will not bother who is going to be the president of Nigeria, where you come from, when there's food on my table. Yeah. I will not bother which ethnic group is producing a Nigerian president when my children graduate from school and they're able to get an appointment. Okay, so but when you have a sectional sectional development, when your ethnic group, when somebody from ethnic group is the president of Nigeria, every ethnic group will agitate for the same thing. That is, if someone from ethnic group become president, life will be better for me. So governance should not be seen as a sectional as a tool for sectional poverty alleviation.
Okay.
We should see ourselves. If government of the day.
We are almost disconnected with our guest here. And we're going to just use this moment to have a minute break, and then we reconnect with him shortly. Doctor, are you there? Shortly, we'll have a 1 minute break and get reconnected with our guest there shortly. Shortly, we're going to have our break. This is the conversation here on Symbians VIP Magazine, VIP TV. Doctor, are you there, sir?
Are you getting me now?
Yes, we are close to our 1 minute break, so I want you to just complete your point, your arguments on this very question, sir.
On Nigeria issue, right?
Yes, on the issue of a tribalism, so to speak. Yeah.
So like I said.
Yeah.
I think people in Nigeria, what they want is good governance. They don't care who when in the First Republic in Nigeria, okay, NCNC, okay, the party of Nnamdi Azikiwe won a lot of seats in southwestern Nigeria. The section of the country that produced one of the greatest minds in Nigeria, in Africa,
Okay.
Okay, and as I'm telling, as I said, that NCNC also won a lot of seats, also in northern Nigeria. So, and if you look at what happened in 1993, when MQ Abiola contested for election, okay, he won in other part of Nigeria, most especially that the party SDP, Social Democratic Party at that time, produced two Muslims. The presidential candidate was a Muslim. The vice president was a Muslim. So the implication of that is that it is not clouded by religion.
Okay.
We're not clouded by ethnic egoism. We're not ethnic egoists. Okay. What we want in Nigeria is good governance.
Okay.
And that's the reason why when they wanted to put in place in our constitution notion of presidency, a lot of people from southwestern Nigeria kick against it. That we don't want notion of presidency.
Okay.
We want the best candidate in Nigeria to emerge as president of Nigeria for the betterment of all.
Okay, doctor, I love your response to this very aspect of this interview here. You says that if I have food on my table, I don't care who becomes the president of Nigeria. If justice is judicial for everyone, I am not concerned about who becomes the president of Nigeria. If security is guaranteed in the nation, I am not concerned about who leads the nation. This beautiful response concords with my very argument that the social contract has had a crack in Nigeria. Mind you, a doctor, I may come from Liberia, but I call myself a continental property. As I speak with you tonight, I am standing in the capacity of the downtrodden masses of Nigerians, which we are all parts of. When I say we are all parts of as African, because this is our continent. Your problem becomes my problem, because I know as massive as Nigeria has been in the peaceful coexistence of the rest of Africa, you have been sent to this country, the Gambia, to help in the capacity building of this country. There are Nigerians, medical practitioners in Liberia in our greatest health sector. They are in Cameroon. They are in almost all of the nations of the continent, even though Nigeria has a problem. So what if Nigeria is able to close up the loopholes? How far do you think Nigeria would be in the lives, in the peaceful stability of this very continent? I'll take you to one of the sons of Fela Kuti. He's called Shen Anikulapo Kuti. I listened to one of his speeches where he described Nigeria sadly as an open-air concentration center where youths are living, crossing the Mediterranean Sea, in the name of migration. He said that is a beautiful, flowery expression to describe what is happening in Nigeria, but they are actually escaping. And people do not escape from the country. People escape from prison. What do you have to say to his assertion that Nigeria is actually the prison where the rights of the people have been undermined, the peaceful coexistence of the people have been undermined, the stability have been undermined? What do you have to say to his assertion that Nigeria is an open-air concentration center?
Well, I know Fela Kuti very well. I know his antecedent. Okay, and he was a social crusader. He died in 1997 in Nigeria. He was from southwestern Nigeria. Yeah. Okay, he's actually from Ogun State, Nigeria. Yeah. Okay, I know him very well. He's a respected personality
Yeah.
in Nigeria. Disrespect him up to in death. Respect him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this argument now come from his
Like I
son.
said.
This argument come from his son, Shen Anikulapo Kuti.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Like I said last time,
Yeah.
I am not oblivious of those things you have said.
Yeah.
Okay. But what my belief
Yeah.
is that development is gradual. And when you are talking about development, development does not come in a day. Okay. Now, I think we came to democracy in 1999. Okay. We are more than 20 years now in democracy. Okay. Most of those things that were not there in Nigeria before now are now there. Don't forget that this is a country, okay, that experienced many, like 30 years military incursion. Okay, from 1966 to 1979, we had military government.
Yeah.
From 1985, from 1983, if I'm not mistaken, okay, we had military government until 1999. Okay, so we have had many years of military government in Nigeria, and the system has been bastardized. Okay, the politicians have been corrupt. Okay, and the citizens have been corrupted. Okay, so we have a very bad system now. Okay, but what I'm saying now is that, you know, we were talking about coup in Mali, and I said that at a point in time, if I can use this illustration, I forgot the name of the president now, and I can remember in the Coast government in America. Okay, who maintained openness, open government, open system. Okay, in America, and there was a time, so one of the people that worked for him during his election, they came to him to beg for appointment. Okay, he promised, he failed. Okay. In fact, he used to attend to people that are looking for jobs. Yeah. And at a point in time, one of the people that were looking for jobs got angry after many years of looking for jobs. Yeah. And he shot the president. Okay. And the president died after a few months in the hospital. Okay. And that led to the emergence of a law, okay, that we can describe today as a civil service recruitment law in America. If I remember the name of the president, I will tell you. Okay. That put in place that anyone that wants to apply for job in America has to pass through that ministry, has to pass through that institution. Okay. So what I'm trying to say here is that I'm not saying that there's no problem in Nigeria. Yeah. But we should be systematic. Okay. We should not be aggressive. If we are aggressive, we experience the same thing we have, because before any coup can be successful in Africa or anywhere in the world, there must be both domestic and international support for that particular coup. Of course. Okay. So if we don't give them time, we can protest. We can constitutionally we can do many things. Okay, but we should not push our system to the point that the military government will take over. Okay. Okay. Take for instance, like I said, the description of Nigeria is not correct. Okay. We have IC state. We have IC state in the country of Nigeria, and we are only experiencing insurgency in one or two states in northern Nigeria. But people outside Nigeria will describe Nigeria as a country that has been dominated, that has been taken over by insurgents. It's not correct. So we have a problem, but nobody can solve our problem for us. Look at what is happening in Libya. What is going on in Libya? Look at what is going on in Zambia. Yeah. If you allow them to come into our system, they will destroy the way more than the way they made it. Okay. Okay. So there's a problem in Nigeria, but we must learn to solve our problem constitutionally. Okay, Doctor, we're going to have a 1 minute break right now, and then we'll get back to you and continue this conversation here. There is a question here from Costadino Pialoteri from Botswana. When we will have returned, and after 1 minute, and you can be able to answer this question quickly. Thank you for the conversation so far.
Supersonic's money transfer is giving you an unbeatable bonanza from now until the end of October. Yes! From now till the end of October, you stand a chance of winning a bag of rice when you receive monies in the Gambia from UK, Europe, USA, Canada, and Switzerland with Supersonic's money transfer. Amazing! So from now till the end of October, every time you receive monies in the Gambia from UK, Europe, USA, Canada, and Switzerland, you stand a chance of winning a bag of rice. Only 100 bags available, so hurry now and be part of the 100 lucky winners in this special unbeatable bonanza from now until the end of October with Supersonic's money transfer. Enjoy our safe, fast, reliable, and convenient money transfer service with the largest payout network in the Gambia with charges starting from $0. Yes! Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics. The unbeatable bonanza with Supersonics.